Welcome to the Numerology and Astrology for August 14th, 2021. My name is Suzanne Wagner and I do a daily blog. Thank you for joining me. If you add all those numbers together, you get the number 18. And if you add the 1 and the 8 together, you get the number 9. The number 9 is the number of completion. It's a number of intuition. It's a number of feeling past the wounding that we tend to hold like a cloak in front of us. So today, the number 9 calls us to let many things from our past go. We stand at a precipice in time, one that we may not have invited in, but it is here nonetheless. Change is calling far afield, and while we can hear the call, the direction seems uncertain, and the choice is to step away from an old life confusing. But change is the wine of life. Change is what we live and die for. And the number 9 indicates that such a moment has arrived again to challenge us to look to a future that is unknown rather than wallow in the loops of our past selves. The astrology today. Privacy is a focus under the Scorpio moon. There are moments when we need to keep our thoughts to ourselves, and this may be one of those moments. While there is a need to socially engage, there is also a desire to watch and observe while engaging, but not in revealing a lot about ourselves today. Venus and Jupiter will quincux minorly, making those feelings restless, even a bit more confused than before. It's hard to want to take risks today because the things seem a bit off. Many things seem out of proportion to the situation. Expectations are high, and it is time to find a new type of balance, one that is taking responsibility for what is doing necessary in difficult situations. Mars and Pluto will minorly square, so this is not the time to push or to try to make things happen. Any forceful behavior will experience a pushback. Those that operate through forms of coercion will be attempting to get the upper hand. It is best to take the stance of the unknown and simply recognize the attachments of so many in these situations. Engaging others seems draining, and what we want seems unclear and far away. This makes us uncertain as to what the next step should be. Something is working towards change, but it is not yet solid enough to feel as if we can count on it and begin to move towards it. Best to imagine the new possibilities and allow the dream to slowly begin to take form. My quote for today. I looked at my past and I understood all the pain. I looked to the future at times with worry and disdain, but the unknown beckons as a light in a dark sky, a place to go when my past self refuses to try. Perhaps this time as I reach into the beyond, the goddess will wave her magic wand, and a dream I thought had lived and died might suddenly appear beside my bedside. There are moments when a choice is so clear, it drains away the power of all the old fear. Tomorrow calls and life awaits. Making a choice is better than to surrendering to the fates. And my blog today. Never have I experienced such a time where there is so much stress and powerful undercurrents that seem to cause our world to move towards insanity day by day, inch by inch. I have been blessed to live in a time where growth was desired and seeking knowledge was organized, where the effort was required was tremendous, guided, and of the sort that supported questioning, diving into new possibilities, and discovering through concentrated effort and toil those hidden places of bias and prejudice. Dissolving those places is essential for finding peace and clarity. What we have now is not that. What we have now are energies breeding chaos. What we have now leads us away from the life that we want to live. With each step, we choose either to allow civilization to fall into the chaos where darkness and suffering reigns, or we step towards a small but bright light in the distance that asks us to release the attachment to being right and to follow the courses laid out by the great teachers, saints, and the mystics of history that have tried to show the path that leads to a better world. On a daily basis, I choose one with less suffering, war, and misery. With every breath, I step away from those whose minds need the propaganda to feel alive, because that is not life, it is fear. Fear that festers in the heart through words directed like arrows into the souls that have not learned how to shield from the forces of chaos. I know certain choices deliver us from this stuck place. I know that certain choices allow the suffering to continue. And I know what I choose. And what I know is I will not feel regret in my choice. And what I know is that my choice was to support life in the ways that were offered to me. And what I know is that my choice was to help and protect others, not to protect my beliefs or my ego's need to be right. Thanks, everyone.